Bev's Video Kingdom is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
I can brag your favorite podcast. Let's start this thing. Woo!
Welcome back to Bev's Video Kingdom.
BVK.
We're drafting. We're drafting today. We are drafting based on our inspiration from last week's episode of Taken, where Brian Mills just runs shit, man. He has a special skill set, and he fucking uses it.
Brian Mills, the long-necked guy that plays quarterback for the Texans.
Real long, yeah, neck.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. My son's got a teacher named Brian Mills. And
does he play quarterback for the Texans?
He doesn't.
No one does that.
Is that dude's name's not? Is it Brian Mills?
No, it's Davis Mills.
Yeah,
he's got
right.
the longest
Davis
neck in
Mills.
the world.
That's right.
So today, in honor of Taken, we are going to draft the most memorable movie spies.
Movie spot.
What does it mean to be a movie spy, Brad?
See, this is the question.
It means you're a creepy dude that goes and like looks into the women's shower, like in the locker room, that kind of guy.
So yeah, no, I have Porky's at number one. So, yeah.
That guy's dick was like the best spy.
Yep, that's the best spy. Spy one.
The one-eyed spy.
Oh, spy means I think you are on some type of mission that people don't know about. And
So wait, you don't have to be a government sanctioned like.
These are the questions.
oh boy, yeah.
These are the big questions.
I say we
because
leave it
was
open.
like,
I say we leave it open. We draft, and then once you
Well,
pick,
I mean,
make
I
a
think
pick.
we always
we
do.
argue it
But
out.
you're saying like, what about a hitman? Is a hitman a spy if they're government sanctioned?
No, you have to be
Hard disagree.
You have to be immersing yourself in a situation where like people don't know whose side you're on. Like I think that's the important part.
Wait, what if people just don't know that you're on any side?
You're not spying. You're
Aren't you the best
killing.
spy?
You're murdering people. You're killing. Spying is like you're gathering information, and you might have to kill at some point, but your main intention is to gather information and get close to people.
No, I disagree, but okay.
Well,
This is just, this is a tough one for me, I thought. Because I had a really hard time like differentiating what a spy was. And some of the people online were like, this is my favorite spy. I was like, that's not a spy.
Is that in your spy chat room or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a couple of spy Reddits.
I'm a pretty shitty spy because I do a podcast where I talk about my life. Talk about how I've been spying.
That's your cover though, isn't it?
I got a really popular spy podcast.
You're good.
well, what you guys don't know is that I've been spying on you guys.
You don't think we knew about that?
No, we knew about that.
You think I just walk around with my dick out like that all the time? I knew you were watching, bro.
It's only in the rooms where you have the cameras.
Oh, dude. So my dossiers are all like full of lies.
That's called the
bro.
double cross, bro.
God,
on,
feeding
bro.
you the
Damn it.
information we wanted you to have.
What the fuck? Well, okay. Well, like a few months ago, I got this letter in the mail, and
from us.
it was
We
in
sent it.
magazine like cut out letters, and it was said like you have to spy on Nate.
You have to spy.
On Nate.
And I was like, I didn't know I was even tapped, and like all of a sudden, there was a picture of Scooby Doo, and when I looked at it, all of a sudden I just like I think they have somehow that was like the signal to control me.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo was on there?
Yeah.
Scooby. Yeah. Scooby snacks.
And all of a sudden, dude, I was like in a mission. So all of a sudden, I went down to the local Radio Shack and I bought a bunch of spy equipment. And next thing you know, I was posted up outside Nate's house. Like, wow.
Radio Shack does have the best, like the state of the art shit.
That's exactly.
Dude,
If you went Radio Shack, then you were right on the cutting edge.
if you go to Radio Shack, it literally looks like an electrical plug.
Dude, when they asked me to pay, like I had this credit card and I was like, I don't even know how I got this credit card. And I swiped it and it worked. And
Did you pick up an RC car too while you were there?
yeah.
Oh, dude, they had the sick hobby cars.
Oh, I attached a GoPro to it. You don't know. You didn't see that car that was driving around out in the orchard?
Never saw a
That's
GoPro
good.
there.
See, that's how good of a spy I am.
That's good. good. That's good spyware.
I sent all that shit like to the address they gave me, and then like a week later,
Scooby Doo.
another fucking letter shows up, and this time it has Optimus Prime, and it says you must follow Zach, and I was like, fuck. And at first I was like, this is bullshit, and then I saw the Optimus Prime, and like I said, that must have been the trigger. I think maybe when I watched cartoons back in the day, like somehow they were programming in my mind at that point.
That's deep.
Like this will be your trigger someday.
Me and Nate been pranking you that long.
And so all of a sudden, I know.
We set that shit up.
So I start
double
following.
cross.
I start following Zach around. I'm like following him like he's ordering chemicals and shit. I'm just like, dude, I report all this stuff. Like he
Obviously a terrorist.
he takes 45-minute shits at work, and I was like, this is amazing.
Oh, bro, don't tell him about that.
I sent detailed files, man. I sent all that shit in. And then finally at the end, like a couple weeks later, after I sent that all in, they sent me a final thing. They're like, Brad, you are no longer needed of services. And I was like, is this shit going to explode? And I tossed out the window and it did explode, but I survived.
Oh, you did. It didn't tell you it was going to explode.
I thought it was going to be super meta, and you were going to be like, it said you spy on yourself, and it was a picture of He-Man, and you just got entranced.
No, they tried to kill me, but I...
That was the wildest story I've ever heard. I have no idea what just happened. Did you tell us an order? I'm so confused.
My first target was Nate.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And then my second
Scooby-Doo's next.
Scooby-Doo.
And then
Scooby-Doo.
Megatron, and then me, and
It was
then you.
Optimus
That's-
Prime.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't Calvin Johnson.
Well, so I'm gonna venture to say
You're the first pick.
that this is the easiest one of one we've ever had.
I know. It is.
So wait.
It's so stupid.
I hate to rehash this, but what's the order again? I missed it again.
You're a sandwich.
Again,
You're
it's a Zach switch.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's a Zach-witch.
We've been setting this shit up, Scooby-Doo images, since Brad was like 6 years old, just to get me the pastrami in the middle of the Oreo.
We could have planned better. All right, so
I will say this, like as you're saying, it's like it's not even like I'm going to try to be tricky and not take this. You have to.
there are some like where some of the categories where we research, it's like different lists say different things. Sometimes different things come to mind. Sometimes you just have a personal favorite. When you say movie spy, if you don't choose Jack Ryan, no, I'm just kidding. If you don't choose James Bond,
You don't choose Jack Ryan? Is that what you're going to say?
if you don't choose James Bond, then
You're just
So which James Bond are you picking?
No, there's no.
No, you have to pick.
No.
We're choosing characters.
No,
Most memorable
not
movie
for the
spy.
draft. You get James Bond. You get the character of
Okay.
James Bond. I get it. But
I think-
who's your favorite James Bond?
My favorite Bond is Connery.
Because you like chest hair?
I like chest hair a lot. I have a lot of chest hair, but I'm not particularly hairy otherwise, but I've got like some really good.
That is weird. You're not a very hairy dude, but you do have like certain hairy spots.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that
That's true.
this isn't even. It's not even amusing anymore. It's not even a joke. It's not even funny anymore. The fact that I've never seen any James Bond movies.
Oh, really?
For
I
no
remember-
particular reason, and
I remember I got on James.
It's a real mixed bag. I'll say that.
I played the shit out of GoldenEye 007 on the N64.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Back
we
with Pierce Brosnan.
You're like, I'm on job.
no, fuck that.
Fucking cheater.
No, we played pistols, one hitters, and it was usually in the
Golden gun.
One
the
hitter.
stacks.
You hit him with the,
Or stacks,
the
yeah,
bathroom
stacks and
mines,
facilities.
the bathroom proximity mines in the bathroom.
So we used to, what became of Bev's Video Kingdom was the video place, which is our friend Arlen and his parents owned. So video place after dark, we would, as soon as it shut down, we would turn the TV around that was on the counter and all pull up a chair and hook up the N64.
and just pass the sticks around. Yep.
Yeah, we just play 4-person.
Whoever lost was out, and whoever got
Yeah,
last place.
It was a lot of GoldenEye back then.
Oh, good times, good times.
All right, so that's my number one.
That's the right one,
Zach.
of course.
What weird number two are you going to pick? Do you have what do you have, 6 on your list?
Well, this is a time when I'm actually happy. I guess I'm number 2. Because we're going to go. He's got a new thing coming out. The Triumvirate. Have you guys seen this this preview for the Triumvirate? We're going the king of horror himself. Michael Myers. Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah. That's not bad.
The greatest spy.
International man of mystery.
So I just actually found out through a friend of the pod who has recently started his own pod.
Jake.
Jake and Matt Marlowe, some last call friends. They have now started a pod called the Real Drunks, REEL. clever wordplay. But they were talking about the movie Opportunity. No. So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
So good.
That this new movie with Mike Myers is a play from that. Like his dad talks about the
triumvirate.
Blah, blah, something like that. Yeah.
I think it's the triumvirate, right? Isn't that what it's called?
I don't know if that's what it's called, but it is directly related to that movie. So he's actually bringing back some relation to So I Married an Axe Murderer, which I thought was kind of clever.
I saw that in the theater.
Damn. So Austin Powers, the spy.
Damn, cool story, bro.
I mean, it's funny to go from James Bond to Austin Powers because obviously that's the direct
gotta go.
parody. But man, some of those scenes in those movies are pretty fucking funny.
Oh, so funny.
I'm interested to see. Has anybody had their kids watch them yet?
Not yet. There's a lot of sex.
There's a lot of sex jokes.
I'm a little surprised that you are so sensitive about your kids watching sex things.
Well, you're surprised by that?
Yeah.
I kind of am too.
You're a guy. You're not exactly. I mean, I don't mean this in at all a critical way, but you're not exactly a prude.
No, definitely not. But no,
You have
I don't know. It's just
it brings up
conversations that I don't want to have. You're absolutely correct.
And you don't necessarily know if you want your kid to have the conversations with their friends at school and things like that.
See, I don't think about either of those things.
See, like when I watch,
I literally see both of those things as a public service. I'm like, no, if my kid wants to talk about sex stuff, like I'm in.
I mean,
Like
I
I'm
get
here
wanting
for
to
that.
talk
And
about
if they
sex
educate
stuff.
other kids about that, you're welcome.
Like the lady's name is a lot of vagina.
But I mean, that's like, I mean, but what about that? I'm just like, yeah, it's like a lot of vagina.
It's just like the Austin Powers specifically is literally every minute there's a sex joke, and probably every 30 seconds.
I don't know, man. I
mean, the whole.
I do feel like my
it's a
boys might not
Johnson,
get it.
and like that whole like wordplay where they switch
Yes.
between all the different things.
They may
But,
not
like,
get
I
those
think either
jokes
they get
yet.
it or they don't. If they don't get it, it's fine. If they get it, then I'm like, yeah, it's funny. And like, I'm not like I'm not the one that wants to like push it on them, but I'm not like
having a sense of humor about sex. I think is a positive trait.
And I also think, and not even a sense of humor, but I'm like, like, I mean, I've said this a million times. It weirds people out sometimes, but like, I want my children to grow up and have good sex lives.
For sure.
So part of me is a little bit like, I'm not here to make it weird for them to be like sex is a taboo.
We've
You
watched
should be weird
movies
about it.
that have like that sex are involved in it. There's sex scenes in, but I mean that movie is literally just like an hour and a half of sex jokes. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if they're ready for that yet.
I mean, I'm not.
Call me a prude, Nate. Call me a fucking
you're
prude.
kind of a
Do it again. You're fucking
kind of a prude.
in your fucking hippie shirt.
You're kind of a prude. You're kind of a prude, Zach.
All right, so I get 2 picks here on this little wrap, and I have 3 I want to go between, but I'm going to go. I had 2 in my mind, and then I decided to kick one out. So our first one, I think we're going to have to go in the badass realm, and to wake up and kind of forget that you were ever a spy is kind of fucked up. But when you rekindle your skills and show how much of a badass you are, it's pretty awesome. So it makes for a good movie. I'm going to take Jason Bourne.
Have you read the Jason Bourne books?
No.
So sick, bro. Robert Ludlum, I believe his name is. They're really cool, really quick, like super pulpy, like spy novels, but they're very good.
I don't know what pulpy means.
Yeah, they're just like
Paper, lots of paper in the book.
It's not super. I don't know. It's not like high intellectual fare, but it's fucking awesome.
All right, so
You just want to skip me and Zach.
I think it's my turn.
Nope. Nope.
Nate gets the first pick and 4th pick. This is no longer a snake draft. It's awesome. My 4th pick here, the 4th pick overall. Oh man, I think this might consider it a reach, but it is maybe my favorite spy of all time because I enjoy the hell out of this movie. It's corny, it's ridiculous, it's stupid. I saw it in the theater. I think I saw it in the theater like 3 times. I loved it so much, and that is Harry Tasker, True Lies.
Really?
Just a classic spy.
That's a great pick.
His wife thinks he's a computer specialist, which is just ridiculous. I mean, if you're gonna have a spy, you're gonna make it Arnold Schwarzenegger, really? The most like inconspicuous person of all time.
No one would notice that guy walking under him.
Not at all.
Have you seen the our waiter? He's 6'3" and 280.
And he speaks like this. So yeah, Harry Tasker, True Lies, great film. I love it, and there you go.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to throw the judge off our scent, and I'm going to ensure I don't win this draft. I am going with Michael Caine as Finn McMissile in Cars 2.
Michael Caine.
Yes. We're going to go with Scarface saying Michael Caine's name.
I do love that Nate's Michael Caine is Scarface.
Yeah, it's Al Pacino.
Michael Caine.
Oh, that's. I mean, yeah, you're throwing out the scent, and he is a pretty legit spy.
I love that you just left the door wide open too, which is pretty cool.
I think it would have been a nice pick. Did you think I was gonna maybe take it later?
I don't know, but I just watched that movie so many goddamn times, and I really struggled with this category. So we're going Finn McMissile. I don't give a shit.
All right. So I'm going to take two characters that are. I'm going to. My theme is going to be that they're parts of iconic series, which I think makes some pretty damn good picks. So I got Bond at 1. At 2, I'm taking Ethan Hunt from the Mission Impossible series.
That was my third choice. Yeah.
And I don't like. I wouldn't say that I'm a super fan of those, but
First one was so dope.
so good. And there was a recent one like Ghost Protocol or something that was really good.
There's some newer ones that a lot of people really like. I haven't seen any of them.
There's a lot of really there's some hitters and missers, but they're all pretty good. And Ethan Hunt is iconic. The second,
I just have to make one comment. The masks, pulling off the masks, is one of the dumbest things in movies.
No, it's not. It's so dope.
It's
part of the lore of that movie that you could have the most realistic mask that anyone's ever worn, and that's why that movie's dope.
Okay, third up, I'm taking Taken, and that is I'm getting the T-shirt. I'm putting on Brian Mills.
I don't understand how that he's a fucking security guard for a pop star.
No. He's a spy. He's a former spy.
Was he?
Do they really ever?
He's CIA, dude. What do you mean? Yeah. It's clear.
I mean, I get it.
They have he and his daughter have the conversation. Like, what did you do? You worked at the CIA. You worked at the government. Yeah. He said I was a preventer. I prevented bad things from happening. That's a fucking spy.
He was a mechanic for like all their vehicles that they drove.
Yeah. He checked the brakes and all of that.
He just had to go through the training, but
taking
like,
1, 2, and 3.
He's like, look, none of these guys would have been able to do their job if I hadn't have been there to fill their cups of coffee.
All right, Zachy, what cartoon are you going to now?
Skills. All right, we're gonna go with one of Nate's favorite movies, one of the most uncomfortable movies that I have ever watched in my life. We're gonna go Drew Barrymore in Never Been Kissed as one of the greatest spies of all time. Going back to high school as a grown woman, and then the teacher who thinks she's a high school student then proceeds to hit on her.
I literally don't even know what to say.
This is one of my favorite picks of all time on any draft, I think.
I mean, it's so inspired
one of my favorite spies.
And so crazy that I'm in love. I'm in love with that pick.
Wow.
It's equal parts genius and idiotic.
And ridiculous.
And then she waits at a baseball stadium, like a baseball game or some shit.
It's the best.
Oh, it's a great movie.
And then he doesn't show.
Oh, boy.
But then he does. Oh, fuck. Teaser.
And then he's like, I thought she was underage until 4 seconds ago. I'm going to kiss her.
And then somebody gets kissed. Oh, my gosh. Are you saying that at the end she has been kissed?
No spoilers, but
No spoilers.
The scenes of her in high school getting hazed by the high school kids is the most fucked up, uncomfortable shit that I have ever seen. Like, it is the hazing, the level of hazing. When she thinks she's going to prom with that dude, she opens the door. She's all dressed up. They ring the doorbell. She opens the door, and then the eggs just hit her. It's the most unbelievably fucking brutal shit that I've ever seen.
Never Been Kissed. That's Zach.
That's some inspired shit. Let's just be right out there with us.
This is beautiful. All right. So my next pick here. Okay. So my next pick is going to be this is going to be a little sneaky one.
Oh, you're going to get sneaky.
I'm going to get sneaky too. If people are getting sneaky, I'm going to get sneaky. I'm going to go ahead and one of my favorite Tarantino movies is Inglourious Bastards. and you have a spy, a German actress who happens to be helping out the Allies, Bridget von Hammersmark. She is helping out our friends try to kill Hitler, and she doesn't have a very good ending for her situation once she is found out by one of the greatest hunters of all time. But Bridget von Hammersmark is a great pick. She's a great spy. And the whole drinking scene in the little underground tavern in France is tremendous.
That is a great scene. I'll give you that.
All right. And my second pick here is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and go with.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
We've already gone with one man from Love Actually, and I think it's time to go with a different man from Love Actually, who I think is a better spy.
You're going to go with Snape?
No.
You're such a bitch.
No, he's not. Snape isn't a. Oh, that's
He literally is.
That's a clever little pick.
He literally
Fuck.
is the entire series of movies.
Holy shit! I should do that. That's maybe the better pick.
That actually is a great spy pick.
Damn it! No, I'm going with our boy. Who's the one that goes after the Portuguese girl in Love Actually?
Yeah, I know.
Your favorite
You
movie.
want the
What the fuck's his
Kingsman.
name? I'm going with Harry Hart from The Kingsman.
Yeah, it's
What the fuck?
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth. I'm taking Colin Firth. He's they're undercover.
Somehow I knew you were going to take
They do
that.
some amazing stuff, and it also leads to one of the most amazing scenes ever in a movie when Colin Firth just goes buck wild in a church to the theme of Freebird, and it's just chaos.
So I just love that dumb pick.
Yeah, Harry Hart. Have you guys? I don't think you've seen Kingsman. Nate, you've seen Kingsman?
Indeed.
All right. Well, there you go.
Really?
They
You've
are-
seen Kingsman?
They are the
It's
Secret
good.
Service.
It definitely doesn't seem like a movie you would sit down and watch.
I did. Brad pushed it on me, unlike him, who ignores all
You
my-
actually
my
watch this
picks.
movie?
I watched this fucking movie. Terrible. You're terrible, Brad.
All right. My pick, right?
Yep.
I am going to stick with my theme of infiltrating a high school, and we are going with Jinko and Schmidt. Can I do both of them?
Sure, you do it.
I'm going to go with Jinko and Schmidt, Channing Tatum, and Jonah Hill
Oh, jeez.
from 21 Jump Street.
They're narcs. That's not a spy, but
They're
yeah, take
spies. They go
Okay,
back to
perfect.
school. No one knows that they
it. I like
are
your
who
general.
they
I
are.
like your super wide interpretation of this.
Have you seen that? It's fucking
it's great.
chock full of laughs, dude. It's
21
so
Jump Street's a great
funny.
movie. Oh no, I'm not criticizing the movie at all.
Dave Franco, like it's it's
Yeah,
really
it's
funny.
a very good movie.
All the kids are like super woke, and they're trying to go
It's
back.
the funniest shit. Man. That's
So
the part
funny,
that's so
dude.
funny is they get just shit on for trying to pick on people.
Yes,
In
exactly.
a way
They're
that's
like, bro.
totally, like not PC. I love it.
Oh, my
It's
God.
fucking hilarious. It's perfect. It makes fun of the people that are like rude and like bigoted, and the people that are PC all at the same time. It's beautiful.
Well, yeah, it's safe to say your pick's probably still out there.
It is.
This is your final two picks. Wrap this thing up for you.
Okay, so I'm going to take. This is one of my. I don't know. I mean, I really genuinely don't know how widely loved this is, but Gina Davis, who plays Samantha Kane,
Ooh, with Samuel.
yes,
Oh,
in
dude,
A Long
that's
Kiss
sick
Goodnight.
movie. Gina Davis is so beautiful in that movie.
She's so good, and it's such a fun movie. It's one of the most fun. Like, it's really more fun than Bourne, but it's like similar story. In some ways, like I love it. I think it's super underrated. I wouldn't say underrated so much as forgotten. But Gina Davis as Samantha Kane in Long Kiss Goodnight. And then to finish it off, I'm going to circle all the way back to the joke that I made,
Oh shit! What was that?
which is
Funny?
I'm taking Jack Ryan,
Oh,
who is in a whole bunch of movies, played by a bunch of people.
it's not very funny.
But it's
Jim Halpert.
Yeah, so he crosses over to TV, but I'm thinking more of Humphrey October and Sum of All Fears.
See, I feel
are
like
the
he's
two.
an analyst, though. He's like a CIA, informational dude.
So
he doesn't
he
do
is,
the
but
actual shit.
He does end up doing the actual shit, though, right? Like, this is the point, is that he's an analyst that ends up finding his way into spy-like duties.
I'm gonna let it
I
fly,
think-
but I
Wait,
think
I'm
it's
sorry.
arguable.
We're questioning this, and you didn't even say shit about Drew Barrymore?
I thought
is
that
that
was
a real?
that was in
Is
Spy.
that serious? Okay, fuck All right. Well, that's my pick.
I just can't wait for. I'm just trying to hurt. I should just shut up so we can get to Zach's next pick. These have been some amazing picks.
Is it my pick?
Yes.
I'm going to go with, because we infiltrated a couple of high schools. Now we're going to infiltrate an elementary school. I'm going with Officer John Kimball in Kindergarten Cop, one of the greatest spies of all time. Once again, we're just going to throw Arnold into a situation where it's like, who's the new teacher? Oh, that's the new kindergarten teacher. He's 6'5", 290 pounds.
You know what my ideal thing would be is to redub Kindergarten Cop with Scotch Beck doing the voice.
Boys have penis, girls have vagina. That part?
No, I want Scotch
doing
Beck
his
just
Arnold
do
voice. Yeah, I know.
the entire time.
So the line in Kindergarten Cop that I like say the most and then riff off the most is, "It's not a tumor."
It's not a tumor.
And I literally just replace tumor with almost anything that's happening when I have my daughters. It's not a diaper.
It's not a Roomba. It's not a Roomba.
It doesn't even matter what it is. It's correct.
Nate, I know you don't listen to the podcast, but last week Scott did it was maybe a few weeks ago. Scott did a Arnold impression on the T2.
Perfect.
Oh my God!
It's so bad it's great.
I can't wait.
It's so good. It's good.
Awesome.
Are you kidding me? There's nothing bad about it.
Maybe I'll listen to our next commercial special.
Maybe, yeah. All right, I get to wrap this thing up.
Wrap it up.
The draft order loves picking me as third, so.
What does your daddy do?
All right, well, it's time to wrap this thing up. And this movie.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm just thinking of lines from Kindergarten Cop. Go ahead, Brad.
Somebody had an auto dialer or like a soundboard with all the Arnold things, and they used to do prank calls where they would like call people and just use Arnold's
and they would only
to
do
talk
Arnold?
to them.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's so awesome.
and they would get some people so pissed off. It was classic. All right, so my final pick. This movie surprised me, was delightfully entertaining when I didn't have any good expectations for it. This is Melissa McCarthy
Spy.
becoming a spy, and you know what, the movie's called Spy, so I think it counts as a spy movie.
I didn't
see that
it. Is
either.
it good?
It's violent, it's
like Melissa
ridiculous, it's a hard R, and it's
Really?
actually very funny.
Oh shit! I gotta watch.
Yeah.
Is it
She's
also
Susan
Sandra
Cooper.
Bullock, or is it just her? Or is that a different movie?
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
This one, she's like the one that helps them out. Like she's kind of like the assistant to the spies, but then of course she gets dragged into becoming an actual spy, kind of like Jack Ryan.
Kind of like Jack Ryan. Yeah.
He's an analyst, but all of a sudden he's a spy.
So I love that pick because it takes us right in. So my comment was gonna be that all of my all-Sarans are women, so we just have way too many dicks in our draft. Although I will say that was helped a bit by Zach's sneaky little pick of Never Been Kissed.
Of DB.
Well, one of mine, I know. You can't go Marvel when you're dealing with our
Oh, you just didn't want to.
loyal
Natasha-
Super pander, yeah.
Natasha Scarlett Johansson.
Romanoff.
Yeah, dude.
Black Widow is a
Is she a
badass.
spy?
I would go Florence Pugh there
Assassin
too.
Spy. That's one of those discussions
so
we had.
now Assassin is okay. Okay, good.
Obviously, I didn't pick her.
So here's one that's like also a Jack Ryan-esque thing. So Maya from Zero Dark 30, played by Jessica Chastain. Zero Dark 30 is one of my favorite movies.
Is she a spy though? Because she's kind of behind the scenes.
She's an analyst, but she does get in on some of the torture.
Yeah,
And like she's definitely trying to gather intel.
I mean,
She's not in the field very much, but
I'm with you on Jessica Chastain. I don't know about being a spy
okay.
though.
How about Evelyn Salt from Salt?
Yeah, that's
Angelina
Jolie.
Angelina Jolie, or her and Brad Pitt from Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I like that better.
Yeah. What about the Femme Nikita?
La Femme Nikita, the TV show on TBS.
It was a
No, there was the
movie
original
in
one
like
with,
90. It was a French movie.
I think there was a TV show.
Probably all those things are true.
Yeah.
So Lorraine Broughton. I'm not actually sorry. I've not seen this movie. Atomic Blonde. I think she is a spy.
Yeah.
Argo.
Oh, that's a really good one. actually.
Tony Mendez.
But are they spies? See, this is where you guys lose me. I
Yeah.
get that it's a movie about like
No, I was
They're
saying,
across
are the
enemy
men in
lines,
black? Are the
but-
men in black? Are they spies?
I say yeah.
No.
I would have allowed it.
Well, I guess they're deceiving people by not letting them know that
Well,
they're...
they can zap their brains.
I would just say that if you are a government, if you're in any way a government employee who is working in any kind of intelligence or counterintelligence,
the Men in Black guys don't
in
even work for the
covert
government.
ways, they work for some government.
They're such cheater spies too, because they don't even have to sneak around because they can just erase people's memories. I don't like that.
Super effective.
All right, I like Drew Barrymore better than that.
Well, all right. Well,
If we were going to go TV, so we talked about the Americans earlier.
Americans would be Carrie Russell would be my one of one, followed by her husband, played by whatever that guy's name is.
And then third round is just their sideways 69 in the season.
Yeah.
is that the true staple of a spy movie? Is the Sideways 69?
For me, it is.
Remember when Finn McMissile did that Sideways 69?
That shit was wild. Miata didn't stand a chance.
Spies.
I think the girl's name in Cars 2 is Holly Dogood or something like that. It's like it's not a lot of vagina or anything like that.
Holly Dogood.
I really think it's like something like simple and very nice like that.
I think it is Holly though, but I don't know if it's Dogood, but I love that.
It's too good.
All right, hey, so speaking of spies, like, is anybody sneaking around trying to find Scotch Beck?
Oh no! So he'll be here eventually. So I figured that I really wanted Scott to get the experience, and so I pretended to be a government operative, and I approached him and told him that he had been selected to be part of the spy program.
He was like, Nate.
Yeah, he's in Russia right now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so he's supposed
deep undercover.
Yeah, he's supposed to go and try to get some information on Putin's poop habits.
Is he going to rescue Brittany Grenier while he's there?
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, he's supposed to be. I told him to get
Grenier.
I told him to get Putin's poop schedule.
I don't know how to say it.
So he's going to bring back Putin's poop schedule.
Putin poops.
Oh, that's his only mission?
Yeah,
Poop and Putin.
yeah. We're gonna try because we're gonna try to slip some X-lax into his.
Did you do some
his Yahoo
brain reprogramming to like teach him Russian or anything? Or
No, we just sent him in.
We have that technology, but we didn't use it.
Nah, he's just there.
all right, well, hopefully he makes it
Yeah,
back.
we'll see if he gets back. Anyway, good luck, Scott.
Good luck, Scott.
California has the largest population in the United States and the site of some of the most famous true crime cases in history. But there's more than meets the eye to the crime in California. Join Sean, Jessica, and Charles on the California True Crime Podcast as they cover crime both infamous and overlooked from around our state, while looking at the deeper history that goes beyond beaches and movie stars.
All right, so we are back with our.
Oh shit! I didn't even see you there, bro. Were you spying?
He's.
How did he sneak in here?
Were you fucking spying?
How's Mother Russia?
I may be large, but I'm very sneaky. I picked up an accent.
Mother Russia.
You picked up the accent, but you still just speak English?
I just speak English, and it's a horrible Russian accent.
That's a Mexican Russian accent.
I didn't say it was a good accent.
So
I picked up an accent.
So the $1 million question is Putin pooping?
He's pooping. He's a poop. He's a pooping Putin.
He's a pooping Putin.
Yeah,
He's pooping Putin.
He's
Okay.
pooping.
Rootin' tootin' poopin' shootin' Putin.
Well, if you could just write that memo up and turn it into.
I made an Excel spreadsheet.
Perfect.
It's got formulas.
Very regular.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to want to have that go to Central Command, and so we are judging. You came back here to the motherland to judge the most memorable spies in
From
film.
the motherland, bro.
Sorry.
This is the motherland. now.
This is my motherland. We're back here, and you're going to judge the most memorable spies in film. And you said you had kind of a half-assed job here today because you were in Russia dealing with the poot.
Yeah, I was a little jet lagged.
The pooter.
Took me a while to get back, and I had to work on that Excel spreadsheet. So I'm not feeling top of my game as far as my judging, but I'm going to do my best because that's what a good spy does.
Okay, so
He gets
Top
the job
sphincter.
done.
well, that's all other judging. That's why we sent him to check on Putin. So
when the duty calls.
So are you Scott? Are you a fan of spy movies?
Yeah, I mean, it's not one of the genres that I seek out. Like, I haven't seen every single James Bond movie, but I've seen a lot of James Bond movies, and I love the Bourne franchise.
Okay.
And so yeah, looking through the lists and I definitely am well enough versed in these to not have to go to YouTube on a lot of these picks. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Can you tell that we had
You've done enough drafts. You don't have to actually watch the movies. Okay.
Can you tell that we had some discussions about what is and what is not a spy?
So yeah, that is interesting. I was going to bring that up because, it is there's some interesting picks here.
That's kind of
The spy is kind of what you want it to be, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, is it what you guys think a spy is, or what I think a spy is?
What do you think a
or
spy is?
and do words have meaning? That's a real question.
Two things can be true, Nate.
That's true.
Thanks, Dr. Becky. Okay, go ahead.
The weird thing is, I don't know if I actually have a concrete definition of a spy. They do spy shit. They gather intel. They kick ass. They infiltrate, and so it is pretty broad.
I think our earliest definition that we had was like basically like some side has to not know that you're
Right.
on their side or not on their side.
Who agreed to that definition?
I don't
ever.
I
remember
agreed to it.
That was kind of my-
incognito.
that was- yeah.
You're kind of
Undercover
yeah. You're what did we say earlier?
Undercover Brother.
Avant-garde.
We watched Undercover Brother and then we were like, that's basically a spy.
Undercover.
Oh, that's a great pick, actually.
Literally, it's right in the title.
I think White Girls is probably like the best pick possible.
Oh, how'd you miss that one, dude?
Damn.
You suck at this.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was a big miss.
All right.
Big miss.
So give us a little bit. So we know you have some. We know about the YouTube assist. We know about
Right.
the ah factor.
Yeah.
Was there anything special that you came up with here for the spy draft?
So, I decided to consult my brother again with the Tim Beck 3, and so I asked him for his top 3, and I wanted to give bonus points for you guys picking his top 3, and just spoiler alert, you guys nailed it. His top 3 were your top 3 in the first round. So
Wow.
so you guys are not
No shit.
idiots.
No idiots.
No idiots.
Tim's
Well,
gonna be so proud of
He's so-
us.
yeah.
In
And
round,
also
Until the
in
second
round
round.
one,
Yeah.
you guys are not idiots.
Yeah,
So,
we're idiots.
I just I thought I'd kind of change it up with my brother's picks there and have some bonus. And then something else I was looking at is charisma. A good spy has to have charisma.
Charisma Carpenter.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so that's something that might have bumped a team here or there. And then do they kick some serious ass? That's something else that I'm thinking of.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then
What if they're
also-
a particularly non-violent
or
spy?
or if they're very, very intelligent and their brain gets them out of things.
Their
that's
brain
another
kicks
thing.
ass.
What if they're kind of stupid? Non-violent and stupid.
Well, there definitely is a comedy factor as well. Obviously Austin Powers, he's not an ass kicker, and
kicks ass, dude.
but he's got charisma.
What if they died in the line of duty?
Are we just going to ask him specific questions about all of them? I'm happy.
I'm ready to hear. I'm ready to hear some wins.
Know that's
Yeah.
where we're
or
headed.
some losers
Okay.
and some winners.
So who's third place?
So
who gets the grenadine?
the grenadine has got to go
Just give it to me now.
to Team 2.
It's me. It's fucking me.
Team 2 includes Austin Powers from the Austin Powers series, Finn McMissile, Cars 2, Drew Barrymore, Never Been Kissed, Jinko and Schmidt from 21 Jump Street, and John Kimball, Kindergarten Cop.
Scott, Scott, have you seen
My Lord.
Never Been Kissed, dude?
No.
It's the most. You remember how you felt watching Hereditary? You'll feel more uncomfortable watching Never Been Kissed. It's the most uncomfortable movie.
I think I caught I know what the movie's about.
Yeah.
And I caught the end or whatever. So like she goes undercover because she's like a reporter or something, right?
Yeah, she's trying to trick a teacher into being predatory.
She's a reporter, not a spy. Then, so she's a reporter,
Right.
She's a reporter being a spy.
She might be
She's doing spy
She
shit,
might be an
but-
investigative reporter. Or
She's
an
behind enemy lines,
undercover
bro.
Reporter. Yeah,
Well,
interesting. It's just interesting.
There's
Yeah.
a new one with the chick that plays Fat Amy in Barden Bellas.
Rebel Wilson.
Rebel Wilson goes back to she wakes up
goes-
and goes into a coma.
She
right?
goes into a coma
Yeah.
for like 20 years and then goes back to high school afterwards. And I can't wait for that one. Basically the same storyline.
Yeah, so
She's
Zach
gonna be my next
decided
pick.
to stop taking spies after round 2.
What the fuck? No,
but
I
I
didn't.
love his choice.
Well, now, yeah, because Austin Powers, he killed it, bro. That's an amazing pick. That's a
Right?
home run, right? You know, great.
And that's
great
why
job.
I fucking
See how it's done.
Did Finn McMissile? Did you think that's me?
I totally thought it was you.
yeah. That's why I was gonna throw him off my
But
trail.
fucking Drew Barrymore threw me off the fucking trail for sure. and then I was like, Nate, maybe,
Maybe.
you know. And then
You don't know.
Jinko and Schmidt, I was like, fuck, I have no clue who it is now. And then John Kimball, I was really confused. I was like, that's a good fifth round
Sneaky,
pick.
amazing pick, right? And then here you go, last place.
Yeah. Well,
Damn it.
You threw too many people off too many trails.
I guess
yeah.
y'all can't trail for shit.
All right. Well, of course, that means
All right.
that we have to get to a second place, which means we're also going to announce the winner. And anything to say before you get there? Like, were there close scores? Was this?
This was actually very, very. It was a close one too.
There's something I'd like to announce. Both of your guys' teams fucking suck.
I'm going to disagree with that because I will say rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all fucking great.
There's only 5 fucking rounds. You're saying they did good every round?
Round 5 is what decided it.
Wow.
And there's a big question mark on 1. And what it is he a spy?
That's a very good question.
Jack Ryan. You know, he's CIA and he's doing spy shit, and he does in Clear and Present Danger, he goes down and he's there. So I think he's a spy. And when I think of Tom Clancy and that series of books which I read and then the movies, I've always kind of thought of him as a spy type, but by definition, is he or is he not? That's
They all know he's a government agent. Every place he goes, they're like, we
Right.
know that he works for the U.S. government.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like secret, like, oh, it's just some
But he's
random
a spy.
American.
But he does in Clear and Present Danger. He goes down to South America with
Covert
Willem
shit.
Dafoe,
Does some
and
covert things.
I can do some covert shit, and so that's why I'm going to allow it.
It's Covair.
I love Clean President. I love that movie. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
Susan Cooper in Spy. That's Melissa McCarthy, right? I have not seen that movie. I'm not a fan of her in general.
What? She's funny as shit.
Well, you know, maybe.
And I will say I might share that same opinion with you, except this movie surprised and shocked the hell out of me at how much I enjoyed it.
Right.
All right, well, why don't we just hear the...
So
It was a shock.
I think
shock and
once
awe
again
campaign.
I'm going to be falling victim to the fact that Scotch hasn't seen a good movie.
That's possible. I haven't announced my
shall
winner
see.
yet.
maybe even probable.
Yeah. Yeah, team 3, you got second place.
Oh, we didn't wait around. I thought there was more to that story, but it's like, nah, Team 3. Jason Bourne, Bourne franchise, Harry Tasker, True Lies, Bridget von Hammersmark from Inglourious Bastards, Harry Hart, Kingsman the Secret Service, and Susan Cooper, Spy. Have you not seen Kingsman the Secret Service?
Dude, I love Kingsman Secret
Okay.
Service, and Harry Hart is a fucking great pick and a steal in that round. So,
Gotcha.
Jason Bourne, amazing pick, unbelievable franchise, so good. Harry Tasker, True Lies, love that film. Arnold, trying to be all suave and is a little weird at times.
Well, just we were saying on the pod, just the fact that, I mean, this guy gets chosen to be an international spy when he's obviously
Huge.
stands out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But for a movie that kind of takes it pretty seriously, it's like you almost kind of want a little more tongue in cheek, but it's kind of. But I love that film,
It's a fun movie.
and the shit, that whole sequence with with our boy, the used car salesman.
Oh, Bill Paxton?
Billy P, bro.
Playing
I
on
forgot
Paxton.
Billy P.
His character's so good in that.
Outstanding.
So anyway, Bridget von Hammersmark is an interesting pick here. She's a spy, but you don't got to be Stonewall Jackson now. You don't want to fight in a fucking basement. So is she a good spy for picking that location? Obviously, she didn't know there's going to be Germans in there, but, so is she a good spy? And that
She was picking the local French tavern
you lost
that
points
she'd
on
been to before, but
yeah. You don't got to be Stonewall Jackson.
You just explain the whole thing. Just
Yeah.
explain your.
Oh no, I'm fine. I understand that was a reach.
Von Hammersmith.
Harry Hart from The Kingsman. If you have not seen The Kingsman, God, do it. That scene where he gets, I don't spoil it because it's one of the best action scenes.
There's a church
you're
scene
ever gonna watch.
that you're gonna watch.
It's
That's
so
just
good.
insane.
Yeah, and then Susan Cooper Spy. I haven't seen it, and I looked at it and it's again I'm not like listen. If I haven't seen the whole movie, it probably doesn't translate well, so that hurt you. So there you go. But the thing is, honestly,
So just who? I'm sorry, I'm having headphone problems.
Technical difficulties?
Which team won? I didn't.
So what movie are we doing next week?
Team 1.
So was it Team 1 that won?
Team 1 won.
We don't need to talk about it. We can just go
it
into
can't
next
have
week's
been
movie.
Zach or Brad because they already said their team. So that's me, right? I was Team 1.
Team 1 includes
That's weird.
James Bond from
James Bond.
From some of the.
I don't
some
remember.
spy
James
movies.
Bond.
Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible, Brian Mills from Taken, Samantha Cain, The Long Kiss Goodnight, and Jack Ryan, Clancy movies.
I think the Taken pick's bullshit.
He's not a security
I
guard.
think Jack Ryan's pick's bullshit. I think that
I mean,
most of your team's kind of bullshit.
They're no reporters. I admit that. But
Yeah, maybe there should have been.
That is it's a fucking great team, and I don't care what you guys say. James Bond, iconic. Here's a great question. Which James Bond? Like, as far as I'm not saying we picked one for this, but who do you think?
Connery was my answer.
Straight up.
I think so too. Is Jason Bourne a spy if he doesn't remember who the fuck he is? Is he really being a spy if he has no idea who he is or where he is or what he's doing?
He
figures it out.
He even tricked himself.
We watched that movie with my kids the other day. They loved it.
So good.
It is a good one.
So Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible series, amazing.
You give me a lifelike mask that I can imitate pretty much any person on the planet, I'm going to be a pretty good spy too.
Fair enough. I love the Taken pick, Brian Mills. And then Samantha Cain, Long Kiss Goodnight was, I did not even think of that. And that movie's fucking great.
It's a dope pick.
Yeah. And that was a very, very sneaky pick and got tons of bonus points. And then Jack Ryan, like I said, I think it counts, and I think it's a great pick. I love the series, and I love the character. So all 5 of those picks.
Sounds
were
like
in
a
my
killer
book.
team.
Yeah,
man.
it was a great team.
It's a dog shit team. Thanks for playing. though.
Brad's mad again. Just look.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
I feel like I'm like really approaching early season MVP status. Like it just feels like that kind of year where like I'm going to win the Cy Young and the Triple Crown at the same time.
It feels like that kind of year where you first quarter of the season like do real good and then kind of take a shit down the stretch.
It could be that kind of year too. It's just hard to say.
Hard
to say if I'm just so hot right now.
If your season
Can't even
plays out
touch
like
me.
that, there's no way you'll ever be able to go to Tech U.
Just don't let me draft anymore, and I won't catch you. But
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's fun.
Because
Yeah.
if I was an egg, I'd be unbeaten.
Oh shit!
I love that terrible word.
That was
that's just dirty delight.
I'd be over easy. I wouldn't be scrambled. This shit is easy. I'm unbeaten.
God, you're making me over hard.
Oh,
I feel like the fucking Buffalo Bills.
you really do sort of look like a Buffalo Bill.
What does that mean?
I'm the runner-up every fucking season.
Oh boy, I couldn't feel more like I just am dominating everybody.
Such a weird turn of phrase. I couldn't feel more.
I couldn't feel more like that. Right? if I were to win 10 more, I think I still would feel about the same amount of domination right now.
This guy Tim Kasher has a song where he says the main chorus is "I couldn't love you anymore," and you have to kind of decide how he means it. Sorry, we can take that out.
I like that. I got deep for a second.
Shit, I feel things all of a sudden.
I just got over hard.
Shit.
Oh man, so Scott,
Yeah,
you got some music up on scotchbeck.com.
I do.
You are now playing semi-regularly, playing some sort of solo shows, plus Flying Blind's rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna start booking some more shit. I had a great time. A while back now. Played at Last Call. Had a fun night there, and these boys came out and gave us some good support.
So if we follow you on the socials at Scotch Beck, we can find you on Facebook, on Instagram, and you post your stuff. You post your shows coming up pretty regularly there.
Yeah, I put everything up at scotchbeck.com, and then Instagram's Scotch_Beck, and then you can find me at Scotch Beck on Facebook or Scott Beck.
Okay.
On both of those, and I'm
all right. So there's music to download. There's shows to go see.
Yep.
So there's probably some merch if you really want it.
I got T-shirts and I got some new stickers.
I love it.
Yeah,
I got one right here.
Yeah,
I'm
I have
just
one.
psyched. I'm psyched. I'm gonna put one on my forehead later.
You said they're toilet paper, right?
Look, buddy. That's not necessary. Jesus Christ.
He's really.
Somebody's just seething over here, just stewing.
I mean, he's literally sitting there just ready to blow.
So
we haven't been drafted in a while, and I guess I'm just looking for that next W.
Takes a while to get back warmed up.
Yep.
So I don't know what we're doing next.
We have no clue.
It's my favorite part of the pod.
I thought. Did
we think about this?
Did we decide that we were doing?
I think we're doing Angus Part 2.
All right. Well, we're gonna do Eat a Dick Brad. I think is the movie.
Ooh,
Maybe.
ooh, that sounds like a good
The
one.
first one's better.
You eat that dick, Brad. Okay, great.
Eat it, Brad 1. Bye-bye.
I wanna be at Beverly's, bringing me home with my movies. Just a blind ride, no reason why. I love this scene. Nick Nates, I can brag, your favorite podcast. Let's start